And we back with the Habesha experience. We had to take a little break. My nigga did the outfit change.
Hey, wardrobe change, halftime.
What is that, a Burberry, huh?
I'm glad you recognize.
Yeah, of course. That's like what?
I would love to start a brand name. Man.
Expensive. Oh.
It's like, you know,
someone copyright that.
Really?
Yes.
Like Burberry?
A Dutch guy, right?
It's not Dutch guy.
No, the theft. Theft is like.
You're talking about Burberry? How did you jump to that?
No. I said Dutch guy and then has to be inject.
How are we gonna copyright our own shit?
Okay,
that's indigenous. That's our fucking culture, bro. It's like
nigga, I come over here and I'm like hot dogs.
Trying to taco.
Yeah.
Mexicans go crazy.
Back and forth debate to get it back.
Are they trying to get it back, right?
Yeah, how the company got the license now.
To what?
Theft agreed.
I was
Right.
right.
They have a license.
No, not license.
He patented the name.
The name theft.
The name Injera. Theft? Injera. Oh, theft.
How the fuck are you gonna patent it? Like, it belongs to the world, man.
Net George.
You know why we do that? That's like.
But yeah. We distracted. Okay.
Anyways, real talk, this is the kind of conversation we need to have. These are shit people are interested in now.
Yeah, please. Hey, yo.
But, go ahead.
You know, if y'all got like topic suggestions, leave it in the comments. Let us know. Smash the like button while you're at it. Subscribe to the channel. So we were talking about how we could better, not better. We don't have the answers, but how we can empower the community, right? Like, what could we do to empower the community? Like, as far as like, you know how Nigerians, Jewish, Koreans.
I don't think they're a great example.
Hey, no, is it bad?
No, it's not. I mean, we can have them in the comments. It's not bad.
No, they're doing way better.
They are.
I can say that.
Are they?
Yeah, in terms of like,
money wise, like
yeah.
In terms of comedy?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like,
but that's the thing.
I don't think it's a model.
That's a hustle too.
Okay,
I don't think it's a model.
I was saying is that like we don't want like another pop-in, somebody that's like, you know, a big league Habesha person to not like, you know, turn back around and like help his community.
Yeah.
We don't want to wait for people to he doesn't, and then he pops and he doesn't come back and help the community. You know what I mean? We have a couple of examples. We're not gonna name no names, but like, how do we let's talk about our own perspective. Like, what do you think is gonna empower or benefit, like, by what the fuck am I saying? What's gonna help like empower our community?
Yeah,
how can we improve it?
How do we improve it? I'm a fob, so
blame it on the fob
and the liquor.
There needs to be a foundation from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, especially the kids that are growing here in America, they need to be educated. Like, you know, about back home, about how to invest money, stuff like that. Within the community. But
sorry to cut you off, but they're not interested in that. How do you get them interested?
They're really not. Yeah,
no, he's right, because even the parents are like, oh, my son don't need harmonic. He don't live there. Like, they say that, and then it's like, how do we do that? Like, how do we say? But as far as like,
okay, here's what I want to say. So when I say about like foundation, like having like a community, like some type of like organize some kind of like a community within the young generation. And then, like you mentioned, they're not interested, right?
Yeah.
To make them interested, you make everything like fun. Let's say, suppose for example, you take them like different trips and stuff like that. Provide some kind of.
I wouldn't go for fun. I would look though for benefits. I'm interested in benefits.
That's exactly what
I'm going to say.
Why would they join? We already have a community. It's called USA.
We don't have a community.
And we have financial institutions. We have anything.
What the thing is, no. We're talking about a sub-community.
Yeah, the sub-community.
Yeah.
The sub-community needs to have a benefit for them to come.
So what are we talking specifically about, citizens, or what are we talking
about?
Well,
if it doesn't benefit, that's the thing about Habesha, right? If it doesn't benefit us, we don't show up.
And it should be that way.
And imagine like, I can speak for me and you.
Yeah.
How many organizations have people trying to start up here that failed? Like, we could go from church, we could go from like friends that want to do something, we could go from like even us trying to start up something. They show up the first time and they're like, yo, we're gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. and then
but they don't.
2 weeks later,
Yeah.
excuse me, 2 weeks later they don't show up.
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem? Like, how do we keep inspiring?
Well, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with it because whatever that you're throwing out there, people are not getting attached to it. They don't think it's compelling enough for them to come back for more. So I think you have to throw in more content that's more compelling for people to say, you know what, it's worth my time. Like, you know, it's important. Like, but there's nothing wrong with it. You try, you shoot. Sometimes you fail, but you're gonna hit something.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is to continue
Trying.
Yeah. Like, you got to continue pushing whatever product it is. Continue.
I'm gonna plug us right now.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we're doing this. You know what I mean? Like, we doing this podcast to like have people that are like misinformed get some game out of this. You know what I'm saying? I know we're not gonna give y'all like a bunch of game and stuff. We give y'all like, you know, that's a 40-minute episode. Like, you get whatever out of it. Ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? We get back to y'all in the next episode. So that's what we do out here. This is our part of like contribution. That's the best we can do right now. You know what I'm saying? Sorry,
No, that's exactly what it is. That's the whole basis of this, you know.
Yeah.
Podcast.
The idea is like we need to lash out. We need to lash out to build a stronger community, and the community. Why would they should involve is because they need to have certain kind of benefits from it. Don't worry, like Habesha owned community, housing, and there's a lot of need for the community. As most Habeshas are like degraded to Section 8 and stuff like that, and that's not the solution. That's the lowest way of living in their life. But if there are Habesha communities that prioritize Habeshas and stuff like that, that will benefit you, right? Because you want to live in cool neighborhood, in cool housing, and Habesha homes. And don't worry about people making money out of you. It's okay. It's the community.
Let me ask you a question.
That money come.
Can I ask you a question? What about just doing to help the community, just to do without the benefits?
Without the benefits?
Yeah.
We are in the society. We are living in the society. You have to be realistic, right?
Yeah.
Certain kind of benefit in order to live.
So that it all comes back around to like the U.S. being like a greedy, like capitalist, like it's
let's build
kind of thing.
Capitals, Habesha community.
We can do that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's nothing wrong.
We're embracing capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should, and as we should. That's why we came to this country, is because capitalism is working. I mean, obviously, like, we're here.
And it should not have a demography. The first generation, whatever we mentioned, going that way. The all goes vertical, and the other way going horizontal to different direction. And I'm going to different direction. Just build the community. Everybody needs to lash out and start taking initiative.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's like trying to help in the community.
There's a lot of people. I think it's important.
Shout out to a couple of y'all.
And talk about what they do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like we have, because I'm trying to have them come up here and speak. So shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Like one person I could say is like, even though it's back home, like Take Care Home. I'm sorry, that's my homie. He's doing his stuff. Just even him contributing to back home. You know what I'm saying? That's something. You know what I'm saying? It's very positive. You know, he got merch. If you want to buy the merch, takecarehome.org. He got merch right now. I'm supposed to wear the sweater. I forgot it. Sorry, but
don't worry. Like I'm gonna take it from I don't go like this. Wednesday Habesha community that they play soccer and stuff like that. And I went there the other day. And after the soccer, this kid that I know him, I really know him. He's a good kid, very intelligent. He asked us to remain, not to go after the soccer, and he communed us for a little bit. And he was taking, he took the initiative, like to say, like, wait, after the soccer, I got word with you guys. And we was about like 35 of us, and we sit around him. He was talking about like buildings. Like he took really initiative more than anything. What he was saying, it was the initiative. He took his initiative. He prioritized it, and he speak like this topic that we speaking today. He talk about like we have examples in Chicago. This Habesha is doing all this housing and all that. He mentioned that, and he actually informed us there is a Habesha community outreach in here we don't know about.
And in LA?
In LA. Then he mentioned they are really old and nobody knows them, and they really want the young generation to engage and involve and to take over. They really are looking forward. And couple of days ago, like I got my time, I got to work and I left, but I don't know what he said after, but like, I like the fact that he take the initiative. Shout out if you are listening.
Yeah, whoever he is, that's the kind of person, like anybody that takes the initiative, we're not supposed to ignore them, bro. Like we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna come, I'm gonna come through, blah blah blah, and like
check them out at least, you know.
yeah, like see what it's about. Yeah. Like whenever there's like somebody that has a bright idea, don't shun him. Don't tell him like, oh, don't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna come, and then talk behind his back. Like those are the kind of people, like when you go around and like, cause speaking of gossip comes right back to you. Like they tell you the story, like you're not part of the wedding. You know what I mean? So it's like that discourages a person from not talking, or from like not talking, like executing. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's best to like when someone has an idea, like listen to him or her. You know, shout out to boss women too. They doing their thing. Him or her, like whoever got the idea, like listen to them and like see what it's about, cause you know that's what it's about. Cause there's a lot of fake motherfuckers too. That's just like, oh, let's go do this, and then they don't show up.
And it's more about businesses. You know, like it's. I think it's important. People need to differentiate between like businesses that are trying to make money and other people that are trying to actually make an impact within the community. I think which is very two different.
Oh, yeah.
For you to come make money and say support is one thing. It's like if I like it, I'll support you because your product you sell is good. But if you're doing an outreach program, you're helping back home, you're trying to organize people and say, you know what, there's a need for people to network, there's a need people to talk to each other.
Yeah.
There's a need for us. I think that's completely different. I think it's important to identify those two. You can sell me your product, but if your product is not good enough, I'm not going to buy it. You know? And that's just the nature of the business. But I think if you're doing something that's
but they go parallel, right?
No, they're very much alike, but I think there's an obligation to make sure that if somebody is doing a nonprofit or doing something that's reaching the community, that's doing something that's not necessarily benefiting them. Because if you're benefiting it, if you're the sole beneficiary of this whatever product that you're selling, it's like if I like it, I'm going to support you. If what you offer is good, then I'm going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't have an obligation.
Non-profit is for profit. There is non-profit CEOs that make like $1 million a year.
That's true. That's very true.
I'm not against it, but this is what I'm saying. Look, there is an insurance company, for instance. What do? You pay them money. You pay them money.
Every 6
So
months.
in bad times, you hope that they will cover it.
Yeah.
So just like support Habesha business that are going for business. Don't be scared of them. Just
That's an
go
insurance
if
is what you're saying?
If it's worth it.
Well, I mean,
if
but
it's worth it.
taking everything into
Give
consideration, and you have to be objective too. I'm not going to just support Habesha businesses just because they're Habesha, but if what they offer is exactly the same, if you give me two products, you give me a product that's one run by Habesha and another one that's run by a white person, and the product that's exactly the same, that offer the same benefits, yeah, I want to go to Habesha, obviously. But if the person in the white is more beneficial for me or a better product, then I'm gonna obviously my money is my power, and I'm gonna go towards
That's the thing. How would you know? How would you know if you don't test them out?
No, I mean I'm obviously
That is the
But we're not
problem.
giving Habesha.
That is the problem. The fact that we don't give out like even like a try to the Habesha business.
That's
you know,
true, that's
to the
true.
Habesha. Oh, he's doing this. Oh,
like.
there's state.
And I hear there's a lot of realtors and that, like specific examples that like you should be able to talk to them, we should approach them. But we're like,
100%, bro.
but we'd rather go to some other like race because we think they're better or they understand the product more. And I think you're right. We don't give them sufficient, you know, I don't know, like we don't give them sufficient.
Yeah, I got it.
We don't give enough advice. You know,
Yeah, the fact
opportunity
that
to prove themselves.
that's the initiative
You're right.
we gotta take.
Give
is
them
the fact
the
that
opportunity.
yo, like, oh, this guy's doing this. Go check it out. If it's not for you, and then you don't show up after that, it's not because you're hating. Understand that. Like, if I showed up to your business a couple of times
and I tried it
and I stopped showing up, that's not hate. That means you doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I prefer to go somewhere else.
True.
But if I never showed up to your business, literally that's hate.
Yeah.
That's the kind of effort we need to take. You know what I mean?
Well
I
spoken.
agree
Well
with you.
stated.
I like that.
That's on the words.
No,
That's real well
facts.
That's what's What's up?
How's our
I
time?
like it.
It's 15 minutes already passed. So.
Okay, no, we're gonna do like 10 more
Okay.
because it's going great. Tommy, you got something to say? You didn't say much, so.
You know what? Continue what you have to say now.
Okay, but yeah, like it's all about trying. Go ahead.
I was gonna say,
I'm repeating. the same
I'm
thing.
saying what I'm saying is, what can we do to help our community? What are some of the steps that we can take as individual Habesha within our community? Like basically, our community is composed of us, right?
Yeah.
We are the community.
We are part of the community.
Yeah, and so we talk about the issues, what's lacking, why we're not supporting, but what do we want to see for us to be able to say, hey, this is something that I want within my community to happen.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
When you get information, share it. It's okay to share game. Because we feel like if we share a game, like you got a certain hustle, or you got a certain thing to do.
Yeah.
Like you can, like, first of all, you know, help yourself fast.
Yeah, you can't help others without
Yeah,
yourself
Jesus
first.
said it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Help yourself, and then, like, it's okay to tell, like, your brother or, like, your Habesha brother to, like, yo, I'm doing this, you should get into it. It could be as vague as that, you know what I mean?
And I think we do a good job of that.
We
actually.
don't.
You don't think so?
We don't.
Really?
We don't.
Not really.
I
We
think
don't.
we do.
A lot of people don't give
He wants
game.
us. Give me his example.
No, I think like if one Habesha gets involved in a certain business, I think you have a lot of Habesha that join it because they heard it through somebody. Like whether you're driving Uber, you have a massive influx of Uber. You're doing, let's say, parking, you have a massive influx of Habesha. You're
Let me
doing
ask you
taxes, you have a massive. As soon as they see there's potential in it, there's a massive influx.
Let me ask you something. What if it's a nigga that's doing something and it's doing incredible, right? And then he's making like, let's say like, he's making like 100,000, 200,000 a month. Let's just say. It's just numbers, right? You think he's gonna talk?
No.
No, I mean, yeah, actually they will.
No, they
Let me tell
don't.
you why. Let me
No,
tell you why.
they won't.
Let me tell you why. Because I think we have a tendency to floss. We want people to give us recognition.
No.